Well, you're going to get sick of seeing this compressor. We've done a bit more. Roll the credits. Welcome to the man cave. Let the games begin. So, what have we done? We have took away them horrible orange bars I put in there, and we have made ourselves a base plate, and the engine is now buttoned down to a base plate. So do you think this looks better? It don't look quite so obvious, do it? So our base plate is bolted on and slid back, engine bolted on, belts are nice and tight. So this engine is on here. We've cut a section out of the base plate for this blow-off valve. I will just tidy that up with a file. But apart from that, yeah, we've got the engine on and she is on there. Rock solid. So what we're going to do now is top the oil up in there. Because when I ran this yesterday, there wasn't a lot of oil in it at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some oil in here and then wheel this outside and let it run for a few minutes. So let's see how we get on with that. Alright, here we have some oil of indeterminate age and origin. Found it in the shed. And I reckon, I spoke to that in a shed we don't use very often. The old man reckon that's been in there a good 20 years. But we ain't got a clue what it is. But I'm going to hoss some in here. I'm sure for a 1960s compressor, it's going to be fine. If it hasn't all separated, so we give him a shake. Oh, that looks some rum stuff. Right, let's get on about half a litre, I think. Oh, look how gold that is. I am sure, there we go, we'll go up to 450, look, that's what we're going to put in. Oh, that oil look nice, look at the bubbles coming that. Look at that. There you go, been in the shed 20 odd year. Right, let's get that in this compressor. Alright, drop our funnel in. And let's get this oil in there. Gosh, she's some thick old stuff, I like it. This certainly ain't no oil you'd want putting in, well, it might go in an old engine, but she's some nice thick stuff. Yeah. Do you reckon that's enough? Thing is, we ain't got a dipstick. We ain't got a dipstick for this compressor. So I don't know how much oil that is or ain't meant to have. So I'm just going to chuck some in and guesstimate that that's coming up to the right area. Unless we can dip a stick in there. We might better dip a stick down there and see how much oil is showing so we can guesstimate if that's right. But if you remember, we have had the crankcase off of this. So we know that's got a splasher on the bottom. Well, we'll go with that far up a stick, look. Which is a good 3 fingers width, look. So you've got a good 2 inches of oil in there. I reckon. Oh, it's more than that. Now I've gone into the bottom of it, look. Now I've gone into the bottom of it. We're a hand's worth of oil. I reckon a hand's worth of oil is perfect. Because that'll bring it up to about here. Which might even be too much. But if it gives us a problem, we can always let some out. Oh, there we go. So we'll screw this back in. I really need to get a bit of brass rod and make a dipstick up. What go in there, because I ain't got a dipstick. In theory, as long as it don't sort of leak any out of the externals, it shouldn't use any. Anyhow, how many of you guys actually want to see this thing outside and running again? Oh, pants, I've just realised I've forgotten that damn pressure gauge again. Have I got a pressure gauge lying about here? Let me have a look. Sadly, I don't have a gauge lying about. I do have a gauge, but it's only, it's not the right size. I need 1/4 inch BSP, and I think the gauge I got is 3/8 BSP. So no, I ain't got a gauge. I've left the damn thing at home again. Oh, I left it on the side in the kitchen last night as well. Damn it. So let's get this outside. See if she starts. See if she runs successfully. Probably not. And, well, we'll have to go from there. Now, where did I put that pull string? Here it is. Back in a mo. Let's see how this puppy goes. Now, I had to prime this yesterday. Shall we see if that'll start without priming it? I don't know. It's not been the coldest of nights, but it ain't been the warmest. So I wonder if this old girl will start without her being primed with oil. I doubt it. Let's see. Come on. She does. No priming. Oh. Come on, clear out, girl. We've got a bit of a splutter. Alright, she'll clear when she get warm. Yeah, that's going an absolute treat, that. There you go, she's cleared out, look. She is running sweet, the nut, though. I assume that nose is just there. Yeah, she's a good one. That is just there. Look at that. Now I can't hold it with my feet. There we go. Mankay's got his diesel compressor done. Oh yeah. And don't she look good? Look at that. Ah, belts are all running nice and through. Nothing seems to be snagging up. Hope you can hear me. So yeah, they all look nice and true down there. And it looks like the writing is still just about lining up on our belts. Well, that's top banana, that. Top banana. I think we need to get some air and just blow around this engine, get all these cobwebs out. As you can see, she ain't been run for a long time, so there's a lot of cobwebs. If there's any spiders in there, they're getting a bit warm. There you go. Lovely, that. Look how nice she's running. Well, what can we say? That's a bit noisy there. I hope you can hear me through all of that. But I'm coming over here, so we're out the way a bit. I'll leave that chuntering away for, oh, I don't know, 20 minutes, I think. Just ease her into it and get her going. Thought I'd come over here so you can actually hear me. Well, we're going to call this video about done. And when I get another, when I get the pressure gauge back here, which I'll try and remember, we'll screw him in, button him down, wheel that down the bottom there somewhere, up yonder where they ain't got to get in the way, and we'll just shoot her going and see how long she'll, well, till it blows off, basically. It's either going to blow off or blow up. Either way, I'm going to be out of here. So yes, come back for the next instalment Oh, that does look good. And I'll see you on another video. Right, hope you enjoyed the progress of this thing. As you can see, let me zoom in from a distance. There we go. She appears to be running sweet as a nut. No smoke. So it looks like the smoke has cleared up. She's running really sweet. And yes, oh, we're going to be doing a service on that engine in the next couple of weeks, because that engine hasn't had an oil or filter change in at least 20 years. The old chap reckoned that last had an oil change when that got put in the mixer in the 90s, so we really need to change the oil and filter on that. Right, that'll be another video. We'll be back shortly. Bye bye for now. She's now been running for an hour. No sweat at all. So she's been running now, like I said, 1 hour. Let's shut her down and see how we go. Well, there we go. So 1 hour she's been running. Oh, she's nicely warmed up. I have filled her up with diesel because I happened to look in the diesel tank and we had no diesel, so I have filled her right up with diesel. So that's all good. Do any of you guys want to see this thing start up hot? Gonna say she's roastily warm. Shall we see if she starts hot? You know, I ain't tried that. A cold start is one thing. If it don't start when that's hot, that could be quite another. Now, what did I do with that pull string? Here we go. Shall we give her a go, guys? See if she starts up warm. So we'll back off that compression and see if we can get her a little go. Come on, baby. Hold her. She's lying. So we know hot and cold starts and no problem. That's better, innit? Don't that run lovely? Absolutely lovely. She is a beautiful little engine. I really like that. Nice look for her. So there we have it. Job complete. Engine just about done. There we go. That is our diesel compressor virtually finished. I need an air filter. I need a pair of air filters really, or one that matches the other one. So if anybody got one in their shed that they want to donate, drop me a message. And if you wouldn't mind popping in the post, I got some beer tokens. That's 3 8-inch BSP, but you see the guts are missing out of this one. So if you've got one of these to match this one, let me unscrew them so you can see what we got. Or if anyone got a pair of them, because I can find modern ones on eBay, but they're modern. I'd rather have a couple of old ones what match. Now these are the ones we got. They're just standard compressor air filters with a 3 8 BSP thread on them. And the way to tell if they're 3 8 BSP, basically measure across the width of that and you should have about 16 millimeters. And if that is 16 mil, that'll translate to 3 8 BSP. Or you can measure it in inches and take quarter off. So if you got something was 1/2 inch across and you take quarter off, that means that's 1/4 inch BSP. But we need 3 8 BSP. So if any of you guys got an old compressor with one of these screwed on it, because I've got a couple of compressors, but none of them have got the filters like this. I'd really like to keep these original style ones on. But no, we're all good. Everything seemed to be working, which I'm really happy with. There we go. Everything seemed to be hunky-dory with our compressor. Bear in mind, she ain't had no pressure build up yet. Them cylinders have got virtually no heat in them at all. Although that's not to be no surprise really, because I say she ain't built no pressure up. But there's still been no heat build up in these cylinders or on that crankcase of that compressor, so obviously nothing's tight in there or heating up. So yeah, let me get that pressure gauge, tap back in that hole, and then we'll, I don't know, I'll stand her somewhere out the way and start her up. I might actually, that old scrap caravan there, I mean, we ain't got no neighbours the other side of that hedge, that's just an empty field. I could give it a bit of shelter if I stood that compressor in there and I got way over there, somewhere where that trailer is. I could look at that pressure gauge through a pair of binoculars and look a right prat. But there you go, that's what we could do. So that might be its test area. And the sort of trailer and that old car wash in there. There is a car in there, believe it or not. That will all protect us from a blast. That'll protect the shed. I can't see anything going wrong with it. No, I can't see anything going wrong with it. I can't see that's going to rupture its tank. I did try, believe me, I tried to get these bungs out of the end of this thing. And I couldn't get either one out. Believe me, I couldn't. I put heat on them. Not a massive amount of heat, 'cause I didn't want to stress it, but I did get the MAF gas on these bungs on the end. I heated them with MAF gas. I put a adjustable spanner with a scaffold bar. My mate holding on to the compressor. Now, that wouldn't come. I was pushing down on the bar and that was tipping the compressor open, pulling my mate over with it. So, them bungs were not going to come out of that end. But I give the old compressor the tap test. You know, where you get a little toffee hammer and you tap around the bottom of the vessel. She sounds solid. You know, she sounds solid. I couldn't hear or feel any softness in there, and I think she's alright. To be honest with you, them old pressure vessels, they have built so much better than modern ones. I mean, the sort of new compressors, they're barely thicker than a gas cylinder, but I bet that's made of some hefty old steel. By the way, I bet that is strong. But I'm still not going to chance it, and I am going to run it over the back there and let it blow off a few times. Just to make sure. And keep an eye on that gauge. Right, that's definitely it now. You've seen it. It goes happy. So, this is bye-bye from me and bye-bye from that. Look at that base plate.